Hey there, in this video, I am going to do a redesign of a resume so that you can kind of look over my shoulder and see in action some of the tips I've been giving you to design a better resume. Now, we'll be focusing mostly on the visual design side of things. Now, in case you haven't met yet, my name is Sarah Doody. I'm a user experience designer and entrepreneur. And I also help UX professionals learn how to articulate their work, be able to communicate what they did so that they can make better portfolios, resumes, and be able to really do well in the interview process. So, first of all, I thought it'd be helpful to cover just some of the design principles that I am going to be using today. So there's really 5 principles that I want you to keep in mind when it comes to your resume. And I'm not going to kind of teach you all of these right now. I'll just let us talk about them as we apply them in the over-the-shoulder tutorial I'm going to do. But I'm going to be using things like alignment and contrast and repetition and hierarchy and balance so that when someone looks at your resume, it's pleasing to the eye. It's not overwhelming. It doesn't cause cognitive overload. And instead, the information is easy to find because the design is not kind of compromising or distracting. And we're going to achieve these design principles through playing around with different design elements, specifically things like typography, white space, color, possibly, images and icons. That honestly probably won't come up because I'm not a huge fan, although maybe it will, we'll see. And then the actual layout of the resume. So let's go over to my other program so that we can look at this resume that we're going to transform together. Okay, so here we are on Melanie's resume. This is completely made up for the purposes of kind of transforming it together so you can see some of these design principles in action. So at first glance, this is a 2-page resume, which is perfectly fine. The top section is really clear. We've got her name, what she does, contact information, some little about me text. The main problem I want to solve with you today is making the individual job listings easier to read, easier to skim, scan, etc. So we're going to do this in a few different ways. First of all, I'm going to kind of do a 2-column approach, and I'm just using a table because honestly, every time I try and use the columns in pages, it doesn't go very well. So in order to mitigate that, we are just going to fake it with tables. Okay, so first job listing, we've got social media manager, Vail Resorts, social media manager, and then Vail Resorts. Okay, and then we have a little bit about Vail because as I tell you, it's very important to tell us about the company because I don't know what it is. And now I'm realizing it looks like for some reason, okay, when I paste it from there, it's giving it padding. So when I do that, gotta love live design. Okay, so channels. Okay, so there's kind of the summary of whatever she does at Vail. We'll work with the fonts a little later. These are the bullet points, which I really want to put over here in this demo. Oh, great. They're going to paste funny. So we'll do it like this. And maybe if we outdent them, how can I do that? Then, indent, outdent, outdent. I can't outdent. Okay. Sorry guys, this is real world here. Okay, so these are her bullet points. And I'm going to, we'll probably do a few versions of this just to give you some inspiration. Okay, so we got those. We need the date. Let's just shove it down here some, just for now. Okay, and then what I want to do is just delete the rest of these columns. Actually, let's leave one. Whoops. Delete. Actually, these are rows. Okay, delete, 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 delete. Okay, so, oh no. Okay, so first step, get the content in. So I am doing a 2-column approach because part of my concern is that the bullets were a little bit hard to read and I really want the bullets to shine. So I am going to have them over here in this column and I'm going to give them bullets, text bullets. Okay. And I think that's too much space between the bullet and the text. So I'm going to give it 0.15. Okay. And I am going to give it a teeny bit less space between each bullet because look down here. This was too little space. All the bullets were running together. If I didn't do that, if I had it at 0, it just looks like all jumbled together. Looks like a big paragraph, and that's hard to read. Instantly, in one little tweak of the bullet list settings, look. Major difference. So much easier to read. So the next little tricky thing is we need to work with these 4 pieces of information: date, title, company, and about the company. So we want her title to really stand out. I'm going to make it black and bold. Then we have company name and we have dates. I might, in this case, I might shorten it so it's September to present. Honestly, I might do it like this. And there are so many different ways you could do this. I'm going to do it like this for now. I kind of like it italic. I might actually make Vail Resorts slightly lighter so that it stands out because, and you know what, now that I'm seeing this, I might go like that. To me, that stands out. And I could make the title maybe 1 bigger. And then what I need to do is make this not bold because that's hard to read. And I want it to be black. That. And for some reason, what font is this? Helvetica New Light. Okay. Consistency. Helvetica New Light. There we go. Cool. So then we can delete this row. Okay, done. So I want you to pay close attention here. This was our before of what this job module looked like. This is our after. So now what is the difference? Hold on. Are these the same sizes? 10 and 10. Okay. So the difference is that now the title stands out because it's black, it's bold, and it's a teeny bit larger. Next, company name, standing out. Dates, standing out. About the company, standing out because it's over here in its own column and it's not kind of being distracted by all these bullet points. So this is providing kind of a good snapshot. Then the right column is telling us all about what this person did at that role. And as you can see, imagine if we had, let me just, thanks for playing along with my live design exercise. There we go. And then imagine these, you know, did not have, they didn't have outlines, obviously. Oh, great. I don't know how to make that other line go away. None. No border. The cell, how do I do this? Oh, no border. No border. Okay, so look at this now. And while we're at it, I would encourage Melanie, who's not real because I made her up. Cool. And maybe I might make Melanie. I don't think her name needs to be all bold. It's kind of like screaming at me. Whoops. I want to make that bold. Yeah, way better. Okay, and what I would also do now that we're actually, I'm going to do this. Insert horizontal line. Where's that? Don't know. Okay, go like this and like this. Uh-oh, low battery. Okay, then this. If you are finding this helpful, leave a comment and let me know, because if you do, I might do more of this stuff, but I'm kind of doing this as an experiment. So let me know if this is helpful, of these over the shoulder type tutorials. Okay, guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I might also make this bold. Yeah. For some reason, this table has a little bit of padding. It's annoying me. I would ideally get rid of that padding so that all of this is left aligned perfectly. But for now, and because my battery is going to die, I want you to see the difference. So this is what we started with, and it's not bad, you know, has the information, it's all there. But look, in what, 6 minutes of messing around with the design, and if I used pages more effectively, it would have been less, but look at the before and after. Before, whoops, oh no, after. Let me close those other ones so it doesn't mess it up. Delete, okay. After, before, after, before. So our after, her name is standing out more, easier to see that. The horizontal line created a space between the top information and her work experience. Experience is now standing out because it's bold, larger, and black. Then for each job listing, it's now way easier to scroll down the page and see the progression of what she did and the company she was at through the left-hand column and these. Now, there's a ton of different ways we could have done this, but I just wanted to do it this way to give you one idea. Another approach would have been to, let me duplicate this, would be to do this, would be to add a column. Wait, no. I would go like this, and I would go like this. And I would go like this. Kill that off. Delete this table. You'll see why in a second. I know it's lots of suspense. How do I delete the table? Format? Well, whatever. I'll just move it down. Okay, so what I'm doing now is giving you a different view. So I'm putting all the job information in. Oh, goodness. What would a demo be without something not going correctly? Okay. I'm giving all the job information in the right-hand column, and I'm going to use the left-hand column to give some of the other information that made its way all the way to the other page. So we've got this. What I don't like now is I want to bring her, and again, I'm sure there's a better way to use columns and all that in Keynote, or Pages, but this is what we're doing right now. So as you can now see, we've got clear hierarchy of title, dates. I don't think this needs to be italicized. Dates. There we go. Company she's at. Summary of the company and what she did there. Then, what are we going to use the left-hand column for? Well, glad you asked. We're going to use it for things like maybe her education. This is not going to paste well. I can already envision this, but let's cross our fingers and see if it works. No, it totally blew up. Okay, so let me go down here, copy, and then just kind of hack it. Why can't I? Okay, hold on. No pressure, right? Okay. Now, if we load that, yes, okay. And she has a bachelor's in marketing because I care about the nature of her degree. And then maybe this stuff gets smaller. Actually, maybe all this gets a little smaller. One, yeah, for now. Okay, So then we get the dates. I think we could do a short form, September to, I think the short for September is SEP. Then July, okay. Then we've got University of Utah and where, it's in Salt Lake, and her GPA. Okay, then Associate's Business degree, and that was in Jan 2012 to September 2013, and she went to Central. Okay, so challenge here is that all this information is running together. So what are we going to do? We're going to do things like playing with the bold to add contrast, and then these need more contrast because they're running together. So we're going to go back to our regular weight font, I think. This is light. Actually, let's make that match. So Helvetica, light. There we go. Now, what's the problem we need to solve next? All of this information is rolling together. So what should we do? I think we should put some space here. And so that now we have her date in italic, and then maybe the college she went to is just down one, but I want to like add a teeny bit more space between here. So if I go one, for some reason it's applying space between all of them. So what I would ideally like to do is just apply the space to this line. Can't really do that, but this has a weird weight. I want to lighten that up and kind of play with this a little bit. So I think we could spend more time on that, but you can see where I'm heading, right? You can see how, and we'd want to have space here, add a column before, just to not have all the information kind of running together. Uh-oh. Come back there. There. Okay, so I would work on this left a little bit more, but as we said, let's add in back our horizontal line here. I don't know where it went. Come on. I don't know why I talk to the computer too, but that's how my brain works. Okay, so one like this, make it gray. Go like this. Okay, if this is helpful, let me know too. Now, look. So this would be another way to approach it. This two-column approach, we've got this and this. Obviously, we would want to spend more time polishing the visual design, but look at just the transformation that we could have if we rethought a little bit or paid more attention to the UX of your actual resume, because now we went from this thing to this, which gave us kind of secondary information at the left, job information at the right, easy to read, breathing space, etc. Or we could do it like this, where we have this and then we have a section below, which is, you know, our skills and education or something. So that's all I have time for, because literally my battery is going to die. But if you found this helpful, leave me a comment and let me know 1 or 2 changes you're going to make to your portfolio based on what I taught you right now. And feel free to ask any questions. I'm always looking at the comments and trying to chime in here. And if you want more videos like this, check out the rest of the playlist. And also be sure to subscribe, because I'm pumping out new content all the time. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you very soon.